Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And good morning to everyone over here. This is once again Seema Shehnaz from Toli Choki Boys MS Creative School. So till now we have studied many chapters from paper 1 and paper 2. Fine. So inshallah today we are going to start a history chapter, very interesting. And in fact you know one thing, that when you see India and Pakistan, usually there's a burning issue. India and Pakistan, you may feel how India and Pakistan was separated. What happened that make Pakistan to be a separate identity? Why Indian government, why Indian Congress, National Congress given permission for Pakistan to form a Pakistan? What are the reason and how Britishers helped them? So you will get confused how India and Pakistan was separated, why Pakistan was separated. To solve that, to answer your queries, today's lesson we are going to study, we are going to learn about such thing. So today's chapter, history chapter, paper 2. Okay, so this is our chapter. So in this chapter, we are going to see few things over there. Let me explain you. The first thing is that, first thing that we are going to study, should the war supported to be supported by Indians? So let us look at the final phase of national movement. Okay, final phase of national movement, and the situation that leads to separation India and Pakistan. Okay, you know, the people of country, they were very much, they were in difficult situation. They had to accept the situation in that country. Okay, so what happened, people those who don't want to go to other side or a Pakistan, forcefully they were asked to go to Pakistan, and the Pakistani people, they even though they did not want to leave their houses and all, they were forced to come here. Okay, so this was the condition over there. So the first topic is, should the war to be supported by Indians? You know what happened? You are very much familiar about World War I and World War II. This is the time when World War II was there. So you know what happened? World War II, what happened there? Okay, and British government, as you know, India was a colony of British government. British government, they decided, in fact, they want India to support the war. Okay, British government decided India to support the war against Germany, against the Axis, Allied. No, against the Axis. Now, what happened? India was very much worried. Okay, what they have to do if they want to see. As you know that the world was divided into two blocks. One is Germany on another one side, and Britain on another side. And India was a colony of Britain. So Britain wanted India to support the war against Germany, but India was very much worried what to do, either to support Britain or to support Germany, because both are the very powerful. So what government has, what Indian leaders, what they have thought, you know, they asked Britishers to give permission for election. They want election. They want to form Indian government. During World War II, 1939, you know that most of the India part was governed by Congress ministry. Okay, Indian part, most of the parts of India were governed by Congress ministry. How it is possible? It is possible because of Government of India Act 1935. What happened over here? When the World War II started, it was started in 1939. Fine. So 1935, what happened in 1935? You know what happened? Indian leaders, they demand to fight election in the provinces where the Britishers had control. So what happened? Britishers, they have given permission. British government given permission INC to fight election in the provinces of Britishers. With the demand and all, finally, this is very, very important for 1 mark, half mark, and also for 2 marks. What is Indian Government Act 1935? According to this act, British government had given permission to INC, Indian National Congress, to fight the election against Britishers in their provinces. Bombay, Madras, United Provinces. Okay, many provinces were there. So you know what happened here? INC leaders, they fought action. Then what happened? When the election was conducted, whether the INC won election or they lost. To answer this one, INC, they won in many provinces. Won in many provinces. How many provinces? I'll tell you. First of all, you know what happened? Britishers had given a permission, right to vote, only the small portion, like 12% in the constituent assembly, provincial and 1% in the central assembly. So what happened here? 12% was given in provincial assembly and only 1% was given in central assembly. That means only the INC had to fight only in these provinces only. So when they fought election, you know what happened? INC won many provinces. Let us see how many provinces they won. When they fought election, you know what happened? Out of 11 provinces, INC won 8 provinces. Okay, out of 11 provinces, INC won in majority provinces, that is 8 provinces. So now what happened? Indian leaders, they formed government under British control. Okay, now after getting this election, after winning this election, now as I told you, the first topic, should India to be support war or not? So here, you know what happened? INC, some of the leaders, they wanted to support Britishers in war, and some INC leaders, they did not want. The leader who want the Britishers to support INC, okay, the leaders who wanted to support Britishers in war, they believe that Britishers, they may leave India. India will get full freedom. But these people who did not want to support Britishers in World War, they know that it is a double-edged weapon, double standard weapon, that Britishers may use Indian soldiers in war, okay, but it will not give full freedom to India. This is one thing. So on this issue, whether to support Britishers in war or not to support Britishers in war, INC was divided. Okay, what is INC? Indian National Congress was divided. Now let's see. know what happened over here. You know what happened when Britishers asked Indian to help them to help in war. Britishers asked Indian to help in war. Britishers, they think that, in fact, they thought that these Indian, they will help without asking any question. Definitely, because they have given permission for the election there. Indian government formed Indian leaders, they formed Indian government there. So here Britishers, they thought we have given permission to them. So definitely these Indian, they will help us in war without asking a question. But this was not done. Here our Indian leaders, they demanded full freedom. They were ready to help. So as I told you that the INC was split into two, one to support Britishers and one not to support Britishers. So the leaders who wanted to support Britishers, they demanded that they will help only in one situation: if Britishers leave India, if Britishers give full freedom to India. But Britishers, they did not want to do this thing. Okay, they rejected, because see, they don't want to dismantle their empire, the empire which they have established in India. They don't want to dismantle it. Hence, they have rejected the proposal. Now, let's see what happened there. In Britain, there were two political parties. Okay, what is that? One is Conservative Party and one is Labour Party. Okay, in Britain there were two political parties. So Conservative Party wanted to continue the rule in India as long as possible. So what happened over here? This Conservative Party, they wanted to rule India as long as possible. So who was the Prime Minister at that time? Winston Churchill. He was a leader of Conservative Party. And what is the aim of Conservative Party? To continue the rule over India as long as possible. Whereas there is one more party, Labour Party. This party, they supported Indians. They wanted to help Indians. Okay, now what happened after that? Let's see. When Indian National Congress leaders, when they demand for the full freedom, Britishers, they have played a game there. They said that INC is very sensitive, and INC cannot fulfill the promises or cannot meet the needs of all Indians. Understand the concept here? He said that Britishers, when INC demanded for full freedom, okay, so what Britishers had done? What did they say? Britishers, they said that INC is very sensitive party. Britishers, they said INC is very sensitive party and INC cannot fulfill the requirement of all. Requirement of all Indians. Here it comes majority and minority. But INC leader, they did not believe that. They thought that INC is capable to handle whole India. INC is capable to look after all committees which are present in India, whether it's a minor committees or major committees or any other committees. But then also Britishers said INC will fail to manage minorities. Who are minorities? Muslims. Okay, who are minorities? So here Britishers said that INC cannot meet the needs or requirement, cannot fulfill the demands of minority. It is only Britishers can do the justice with the all Indians. But INC leaders, they said that no, we are not going to see all these things. Now what happened after that? During that time, there was more pressure on Britain. There was, because that was the war, during World War II it happened there. On one side, they had a pressure of the war, and on the second time, here the demonstration or protest movements were going on, national movements were going on. See, one side, Britain, here. One side, Britain, they had to win war. They have to work for war. They have to win war, World War II. And at the same time, there is a national movements in India, continuous national movement. In fact, we can say that the series of national movements, Satyagraha, was prevail in India at that time. Now, Britishers very much confused. So, what they have done, Britishers, they had taken all the people who took part. Maximum people were put in jail without going to court. Okay, so when Britishers were doing all these activities that they have taken the demonstrators or rebellions or Indians and putting them in jail without any trial, without taking to the court, our Indian leaders who won election, Indian leaders who won Government of India Act 1935, if you remember that. Okay, INC leader won that election. So what happened, when the Britishers were doing all these activities that they are taking all Indians and putting in jail and hanging them in, like they were torturing and they were giving severe punishment. These INC leaders, they did not like. And what they have done, they have given resignation from the post which they got from the election, and they wanted to fight independent. Okay, so here the concept come here, should the war to be supported by Indian or not? It was a big question in the history of INC. If they wanted to support Britishers, in return they want full freedom. They wanted Britishers should leave India. But here India was not ready to leave. Britishers were not ready to leave India, hence the question was still there. And believe me, India did not support the Britishers. In fact, India wanted a separate identity. Okay, fine. So this was the first thing. Now let's see the second one. National movement, India partition. This is our next topic. This is a chapter. First topic we had done. As I told you, should the war to be supported by Britishers or government? So British government permit Congress to fight election against Britishers. Result that out of 11 provinces, 8 provinces won by Congress. Congress was divided on issue. What issue supported to the World War II or not? Whether they have to support the British or not. Britain had two political parties. Just now I told you, Conservative and Labour Party. Conservative Party, they wanted to rule as long as possible in India, and Labour Party, they were more willing to help Indian to get their freedom. Congress, they demanded to form national government. They want full freedom and dismantle British Empire. Dismantle British Empire. So Britishers, what did they say? They ignored Congress ignored the interest of many Indian minorities. Just now I explained you there. Fine. Next topic. Who represent the people of country? Now, when INC pressurized the British, okay, as I told you, continuous series were there, Satyagraha were there, one after another national movement, national struggle movement were there, okay, Jallianwala Bagh were there, civil disobedience movement was there, okay, Khilafat agitation were there, Quit India movement were there, continuous series of movement began in India. Hence, Britishers were very much afraid, they were very much afraid, okay, what will happen now? Anyhow, they decided to leave India. Definitely they decided that they are going to leave India. They are going to give full freedom to India. But here, Britishers, in their mind, there are some situation, there are some conditions that we leave India, but will punish INC. Because INC continuously, they were started many movements over there. Hence, Britishers want to punish INC and they want to weaken INC. How this possible? Now see here. Britishers, they wanted to punish INC. And INC is a mixture of Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and everybody over there. So what they have decided, they want to punish INC, hence and not only punish INC, and they want to weaken and make unpopular INC. They want all these things. How is it possible? So they have decided one plan. What is that plan? Divide and rule plan. Divide and, as you know, NIC is a party, is the Indian party rather than any community party. It's an Indian party where all Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, everybody were participated. In fact, they were the member of INC, like Muhammad Ali Jinnah were there, Maulana Azad were there. Okay, so all these people were there. Now let's see, how did the Britishers, they decided to divide and rule. Let's see over here. Britishers, they adopted divide and rule policy. Britishers wanted to, why they adopted divide and rule policy? To weaken Congress and unpopular among Indians and make Congress unpopular among Indians. How Britishers started, how they have given this divide and rule policy? Britishers started to support Muslim League. As I told you, Hindu Muslim. So now what happened? What the Britishers had done? They started supporting to Muslim leaders. Definitely. Okay, isn't it? Why? Because see here, they started supporting to Muslim leaders. They encourage Muslim leaders to have a separate state where there can be only Muslim government. They can run only a Muslim government. So what happened? Divide and rule. They planned that, they started supporting to Muslim League, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Okay, they started supporting Muslim League and encouraged Muslim League for a new formation of a country. Let's see over here. So what happened? They encouraged Muslim plans. Now let us see, in this divide and rule we are going to see two parties. One is political party and one is organization. One political party is Muslim political party, Muslim League, and this was headed by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muslim League was formed in the year 1906. Muslim League gave importance, initially when the league was started, they did not give importance to overall Indian Muslims. The importance were given only to the landlords of UP. Okay, Muslim League, they gave more importance to the representative in the interest of Muslim, especially landlords. But later, what happened? Muslim League, they started, they motivated other Indians to support, especially other Muslim Indians, to support this league. Okay, so here what happened? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he started meeting, he started talk with INC leaders. So here what happened? Muslim League, they have demanded, because Britishers continuously they were encouraging Muslims. Okay, Britishers, they were encouraging Muslim for the separate state. Let's see what happened over here. They demanded separate seat in all council, only Muslim vote. That means when Britishers, they decided to form or establish executive council for Indians. Here Muslim League, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he demanded that the votes should be for, the seat should be reserved for Muslims, because it is believed that INC is because it was believed that INC is a party of Hindu leaders. And in future, these Hindu leaders may not support or may not help minorities. So at that time, where these minorities, where the Muslim can go, they don't have any other place. They cannot do anything. Okay, so here Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he demanded, for Muslim League, they demanded a separate executive council where Muslims can be won, where Muslim can get the reservation. For that reason, what happened? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he tried work, like he worked very hard to gather the to take the interest, to take the support of Muslim Indian. He said that Muslim votes, he want a separate electorate also. Okay, he demanded a separate electorate. Why? Because he believed that Muslim vote should go only to Muslim leaders and Hindu vote should go to Hindu leaders. Okay, so here what happened? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he demanded a separate electorate. Separate electorate is implemented. Mahatma Gandhi, he understood the logic and he agreed for the separate council, separate electoral for Muslim. Okay, now what happened after that? The election was held. Okay, after that elections were held. So here in 1937, League won almost 102 out of 482 Muslim seats. Okay, League almost won 102 votes. Now let's see here. Now, what happened here? League won 102 out of, okay, 102 out of 482 seats. Now, what happened over here? It was initially it was a victory. Like they did not get maximum votes. Hardly they got, Muslim League got 4.4% of vote. Muslim League was very strong in, let's see over here. Yeah. As you can see, in 1937 election, League won 4.4% only in a local Muslims vote. Okay, Muslim vote. League was popular in Madras, Bombay, and United Provinces. See, when you, if you see India over here, okay, let's see over here. So if you see, here are majority Muslims were there. And here Bangladesh majority Muslims were there. But what League had, where League has won, League mostly won in Bombay, Madras, and United Provinces. Now, Muslim was weak. Muslim fails. Muslim League fails or was weak in Muslim states. Now in Pakistan. Okay, so you know what happened? One side INC was fighting overall India, and one side Muslim League also fight, like how we have BJP and MIM. BJP and MIM, they both fight in election, and some areas MIM won, and centrally BJP won the election. We know that. Similarly, here it also happened. INC won centrally because majority seats won by INC, and only few percent, like 4.4% was won by Muslim League. So Muslim League was very happy. Initially they got this much. So now what happened after that? Let's see. In 1946, that was in 1937, okay, elections हो गए थे वहाँ पे 1937 तक देखे थे किस तरह से situation change हो गए थे, like how Muslim League won many seats, almost 1 or 2 seats, that is 4.4%. You know what happened when Quit India movement was started there, many Indian leaders including Gandhiji was put in jail. Many leaders were put in jail. So when these INC leaders were in jail, Muhammad Ali Jinnah had taken advantage of this time. Let's see. In 1946, situation was changed. That means next 10 years, League won maximum Muslim seat. Earlier, only 102 Muslim seats won by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. But now what happened after 10 years? It won by maximum Muslim seat. How? But how it happened there? कैसा जीते? किस तरह से जीते? Let's see. As I told you, when Mahatma Gandhi and other INC leaders were in prison, Muhammad Ali Jinnah had taken advantage of this time. What he had done, these 10 years, what he had done, let's see. He demanded, let's see over here, he pointed out some issues. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, when he was ruling there, he pointed out some issues. What issues? First issue is that League blamed that Congress is insensitive to the need of Muslims. Here, when the campaign, you know, before election, there are many campaign held. Okay, so that time also when the campaign was, when there was a campaign going on there, so Muslim League, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he said that, in fact, he blamed Congress. He was a member of INC earlier, but it was divided, as I told you, it was divided on the issue of should war to be supported by, should India to be supported, support the war or not. Okay, so based on that, you know what happened? INC, it blamed at the, Muslim League blamed Congress as an insensitive to the need of Muslim. It refused to form coalition. You know, in United Provinces, Muslim League won few seats and maximum seats won by INC. So here, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he asked INC to form coalition government. INC and Muslim League both fought election, and in United Provinces both won, but majority won by INC. So what Muslim League said that the Muslim League asked INC to form coalition government, but INC refused it. This was not liked by Muhammad Ali Jinnah Muslim League. Let's see. Refused to form coalition government, and it banned its member from taking the membership of league. In INC, the leaders, the members who want to come to the league side, INC leaders, they stopped them. Okay, suppose example here. So this is INC, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, everybody over there. So here Muslim League also formed. So INC Muslim leaders who wanted to come and join league, INC did not allow them. So what happened? Muhammad Ali Jinnah was more anger. Okay, Muslim League was more anger. So he said that he pointed out few issues. What he blamed that Congress is insensitive to the need of Muslim. It refuses to form coalition government, and it also banned its member from taking membership from league. Congress member, so here you know what happened? When Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he decided that Congress members could be members of the Hindu Mahasabha. Fourth point, he said that these Congress members, that means INC members could be the member of Hindu Mahasabha. So what happened? These, like how Asaduddin Owaisi gave speeches, like how Akbaruddin, like how BJP, like how Congress gave speeches, he also gave speeches, and he targeted INC over there. Okay, so what did they have said? They said all these things. So this INC created the impression that Congress is a Hindu party and did not share power with the Muslims. कांग्रेस ये है, कांग्रेस वो है, आईएनसी ये है, आईएनसी वो है, आईएनसी मुस्लिम्स को हेल्प नहीं करेगी, आईएनसी मुस्लिम के नीड्स को फुलफिल नहीं करेगी, आईएनसी एक हिंदू पार्टी है जो आगे चल के मुस्लिम्स के साथ बहुत बुरा सलूक करेगी और पावर्स भी नहीं देगी. तो इस तरह के लाइक दिस he motivated, in fact I cannot say motivated, he forced the people to support. In fact, after this campaign, many people, they started supporting to league. Now what happened? When the leaders were in jail, he took advantage and he started campaign over here. Okay, this was all about Muslim League. Next, Hindu Mahasabha. Hindu Mahasabha and RSS, Rashtriya Samvasevak Sangh. Let's see about these. See, we have seen about Muslim League. Why they have fight? See, it's true that being a majority, possibilities are that they thought that Muhammad Ali Jinnah thought that being a Hindu area, being a Hindu majority, it is possible that Muslim powers, they will not give any powers to Muslim, and Muslims can be ignored. Definitely, it is possible there. So this was the, like, he had a clear vision that this is going to happen in Hindu government. So now let us see more about Hindu Mahasabha and RSS. You know, Hindu Mahasabha, it was a cultural organization. It was not a political party. Okay, it was not a political party. It was a cultural organization. The aim of Hindu Mahasabha and RSS to unite all Hindus. Maybe from they may be from upper class, or they may be from lower class, or they may be untouchables or Dalit or Brahmins. That the main, leaving all these sections, Hindu Mahasabha, they wanted all Hindus should be united, and Hindu Mahasabha, it worked to mobilize Hindus. Okay, so mobilizing the Hindus, Hindu Mahasabha wishes to unite all Hindus irrespective of their caste, whether he belongs to lower caste, whether he belongs to upper caste or any other caste. Leave all this caste. First, all Hindus should come together. Next, believe and accepting that India is a land of Britishers majority. So now what happened here? Hindu Mahasabha and RSS one side, Muslim League on another side. I'll show you here. Hindu Mahasabha and RSS one side, Muslim League one side, and here in between INC leaders, and top there Britishers who are sitting and who are enjoying the situation because they only created divide and rule, isn't it? They only created. So what INC had done? INC had to support Muslim League as well as to Hindu Mahasabha. Otherwise, what happened? There will be a big problem in the India. So what INC said that it is INC is not a party of Hindu or it's not a party of Muslim. It is a party of India. INC tried hard to gap up or to end the gap between Hindus and Muslims. But by saying that Hindu and Muslim are not separate, in fact, they are the part and parcel of India. Without Hindus, India is incomplete, and without Muslim, India is also incomplete. So here, INC, they have tried to bring these two cultural organizations, one Muslim League and one Hindu Mahasabha, wanted to come united. But this is not happened. Let's see. So tried very hard to a secular and unite India. INC, what INC had decided, just now I told you, they have tried hard to create a secular and united India. To change wrong impression in the minds, the Muslim League and Hindu Mahasabha, Rashtriya Samvasek, that they argue that Hindu and Muslim are not different, are not separate. They are the part and parcel of India. So you can see the images, RSS and Hindu Mahasabha. Okay, RSS and Hindu Mahasabha and Congress, they have tried to bring Muslim League and Hindu Mahasabha, that means Hindu and Muslim, together to fight against Britishers. And this INC, they keep on telling that it is just a game of Britishers. It should understand by all Indians, whether Hindu or Muslim, it is a game, it is a double-edged weapon of Britishers that divide and rule. But Hindu Mahasabha did not listen anything, and Muslim League also did not listen anything. Hence what happened? The conflict raised. हिंदू मुस्लिम की लड़ाई स्टार्ट हो गई हिंदू महासभा आरएसएस की वजह से. नाउ लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट वन. Next one is Pakistan resolution. Next is Pakistan resolution. What happened? Many people now felt that the separate governing arrangement were needed where Muslims were in majority. Now what happened? There was a conflict, Hindu-Muslim ki ladai hona and all those things. So finally, majority people, what they thought, now they thought that it is better if they have a separate identity where the government, where there will be a Muslim government. They don't have any Hindu government over there. Next. Congress failed to address the fear of Muslim. On 23rd March 1940, League passed a resolution for autonomous state for Muslims. See, continuously INC tried hard to solve the issue of Hindu and Muslim by saying that Hindu and Muslim are not separate, they are the part and parcel of India. But you know what happened? They did not listen. Hence, it started conflict. Ladai jhagda, Hindu-Muslim ka beinteha ladai jhagda ho. So now what happened? Finally, many majority people, they felt that now it is better to have a separate state for Muslim. Okay, hence on 23rd March 1940, League passed a resolution for an autonomous state that is Muslim. From 1940 to 46, work done by Jinnah. 1940 से लेके 46 तक क्या क्या एक्टिविटीज करे. See, I told you that these many leaders were in jail and Jinnah had taken advantage, benefited that time. Okay, now ये 6 साल में ऐसा क्या करे कि हिंदुस्तान पाकिस्तान अलग हो गए. Let's see over here. He addressed to the people, he addressed to the Indian, especially Muslims, what peasant, imagine a world without Hindu zamindar and Hindu money lender. You know, India was a land of zamindars and money lenders, where there were Hindu landlords, there were Muslim landlords. So here Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he focused that if they get a separate state for Muslim, they don't have any Hindu zamindars, they don't have any Hindu money lender people. They understood, they're ready. Let's see. No competition between the trader, businessman and job seeker of Muslims with the trader, businessman and job seeker of Hindus. So here, you know what happened? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he said that if this continue, that means if we didn't get any separate identity, in future, Muslim will not get any jobs. All the recruitment will be given to Hindus only. Okay, and there will be domination of Hindus. There will be Hindu zamindar, there will be Hindu businessman, there will be Hindu employees in government or in any other area. So Muslim will not get any job. Muslim traders, they don't have any competition with Hindu traders. Muslim businessman will not have any competition with Muslim business. There is a logic behind it. Then greater religion freedom. So here, you know what happened? There is a greater religion, freedom of religion. That nobody can force you to change religion. If you are Muslim, you can be a Muslim. There, they don't have any such issue. Recently we have seen mob lynching. Okay, so this type of issues will not be there if they have a separate, that means greater religion. If you are Muslim, with the open mind, with the broad mind, you can easily celebrate, you can easily follow your religion. Next, Muslim government. If Muslim government form, then the interest of Muslim will be addressed. Government can work for the interest of Muslim leaders. Okay, am I clear with this? Now let's see after that. League and Congress. So he passed a resolution ke nahi, now we want a separate state. Earlier Jinnah did not demand for a separate state, he just demanded reservation for Muslim, reservation seat only for Muslims, and Muslim vote should go only to Muslim leaders. This was the demand. But you know what happened after 1940? He planned for a separate state where the Muslim government can run, where they don't have any competition with Hindus, where there will be a greater freedom of religion. Let's see. After that, what happened? Muslim League and Congress negotiation for transfer of power. When he demanded all these things, Congress once again want to have a negotiation with Muslim League. Let's see over here. Negotiation between top leader of INC and Muslim League. There was a negotiation means agreement or talk. Okay, so Britishers created IEC, Indian Central Executive Council. Okay, so you know what happened that time? Leaders of INC, leaders of Muslim League and also Britishers, they had a conference over there. They had an agreement, they had a negotiation. What is that negotiation? Let's see. Britishers, they created IEC. What is IEC? Indian Central Executive Council. Okay, this is the first step to full independence. Now discussion, this negotiation failed. Why? Here, due to the demand of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. What are the demands? Absolute right to choose all the Muslim members of the Executive Council. जितने भी मुस्लिम लीडर्स थे वो पूरों को एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल में सेलेक्ट होना चाहिए. जितने भी मुस्लिम 10 हो 15 हो व्हाटएवर 5 6, ऐसा नहीं है कि एक दो मुस्लिम लीडर को आप एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल में सेलेक्ट कर लो. It means that all Muslim leaders, okay, choose all the Muslim members of Executive Council. Now, Muslim leaders opposed. When Muhammad Ali Jinnah demanded that this thing, many Muslim leaders who were supporting to INC, they opposed it. They did not like the demand of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Like Maulana Azad, Punjab party, in Punjab party there were many Muslims. They did not agree with the demand of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. In 1946, the election was held. Let's see. In 1940, the elections were held. Provincial government and central constituency. Let's see. Here, Muslim League won all 30 reserve constituencies as central. Out of 509, 442 seats were at provinces, and he act like Muhammad Ali Jinnah act like a sole spokesperson and dominant party with 86 vote. So you know, he worked for from 1940 to 46. What work he had done, he got the fruit of it. That means he won 30 reserved constituent for Central Assembly, 442 out of 509, 442 seats in provinces. That means majority he won. And after winning the majority, the Muslim League act like a dominant party. More than 86% of vote he got there. What about in general constituency? Congress swept general constituencies, capturing over 91% of non-Muslim vote. He won 86% of Muslim vote. Here INC won almost 91% of non-Muslim vote. You can see over here the pictures. Next. After that, you know what happened? There is a possible alternate to the partition. They don't want any partition. INC did not want any partition. That means no, India and Pakistan should be united. They don't have any concept of Pakistan. Okay, Pakistan's the name, it was coined by Cambridge student Rahmat Ali, Chaudhry Rahmat Ali. You know, in 1930 he gave an idea of Muslim state, but that time nobody had taken him serious. It was just like a child dream. Okay, but now let's see what happened. Possible alternatives to partition. Very important for 4 marks. 1946. In 1946, British cabinet sent 3 members. 3 members to Delhi. Why they sent 3 members to Delhi? To examine the demand of League suitable or not. Where League has demanded that he want to choose all Muslim members for IEC. Okay, IEC. So here British government, what they have done, they sent 3 members to Delhi to examine the demands of Muslim, whether it is correct or not, and if this demand fulfilled, what happened. If demand did not fulfill, what happened. Let's see. These members, they toured whole India for 3 months and recommended 3-tier confederation. These members, they went to from Delhi, they toured whole India. It took 3 months and they came with a 3-tier confederation that not accept Muslim League and Congress. So what happened? These things, what the recommendation given by British government did not accept by Muslim League and Congress. It said that if India is separated, then definitely there will be a problem. It is better if India is united. Muslim League did not agree this. On 16th August 1946, Muslim League, they started DAD, Direct Action Day. So you know what happened? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he felt that just discussion is done, debates are done, but nobody is taking the serious action. They are not coming to a solution. They are not coming to a partition. They are not coming to fulfill the demand. Hence, he planned a direct action day. Let's see. On 16th August 1946, DAD started at Kolkata, Bengal. Okay, lasted for several days and thousands of people died. It was started on 16th August 1947. But in 1946, the violence spread in whole India. It was spread to whole India, and Congress agreed to divide India and Pakistan. India as a Muslim, Punjab as a Muslim state, and remaining India as a Hindu state. Only after direct action day, the Congress government, it agreed to divide India and Pakistan. Next. Now partition and migration. So finally what happened? On 14th August, Pakistan, they celebrate Independence Day, and on 15th August, Indians celebrate Independence Day. The partition and migration are next topic. What happened over here? Pakistan was created. See, nobody was ready to create Pakistan. Like many people over here in India, they did not want to have a separate state. Even Muslims who are there in India, Indian Muslims, even they don't want, some of the Muslims, they don't want to separate Pakistan. Hence, let's see what happened. Now, agreement was given that they agreed, INC agreed, now India and Pakistan will be separate. How was the situation over there? Pakistan created a painful and unimaginable situation. Muslim who are there in India, they were forced to leave India, and Hindus who are there in Pakistan, they were forced to leave Pakistan and go to India. If you see, like in many movies, they had showed Gadar movie, where Muslims were forced to go to Pakistan, and Hindus who were there on a Pakistan side, or Sikh who are there on Pakistan side, they were forced to go to India. So many Hindus who are living in Pakistan side, they felt insecure and forced to leave India, and here Muslim also forced to leave India. People did not understand why this partition. People, they did not understand why this partition happened. We have not demanded, and the national leader who fought for the national struggle movement, they did not dream for this India. They thought if the Britishers leave India, they all can live in a united peace and harmony. But it was not happen. People did not understand why partition. People, they felt anger and hatred of each other. Why? Because they have to leave their home, villages and cities. See, in this area, when the Hindus were there, they had their property, they had their family, they have their job. All of a sudden, if they decide, they said, okay, leave Pakistan, leave this Punjab, this was Punjab area. Leave this area and go to Hindustan. This is going to be a new state for Muslim Pakistan. So what happened? The people, they have to lose their property over there. They lost their property, they lost money, they lost family, they lost their work, and they were over here in India. And similarly, Indian Muslim who had property, who had villages, who were in India for many years, they were forced to go back to Pakistan. Now, what happened? People, they displaced, killed, looted, and burned. If you see movie Gadar, it was clearly the train incident over there, how the Muslims were treated and how the Hindus were treated. See, the war is not benefited for locals. War is not benefited for common citizen. It is only benefited to political party. Now also, if we have any war between Hindu and Muslim, I'm sure that this is not going to be benefit for the locals, like common people like us. It is only benefited for political leaders. We have to understand the concept here. Next. People, they displaced, killed, looted and burned. Refugees, they lived a relief camp. So you know what happened after that? After the partition is done, many people, they lost their houses. They began to live like refugees. They began to live in campaign. If you can see these pictures, people started living in a campaign. So now what happened? Mahatma Gandhi, he felt very bad. He did not dream of this India. Okay, he felt very bad, and he wanted to go to the Muslims. He wanted to go to this area. He wanted to go to this area and want to console or want to give sympathy to Muslims. Okay, so this is a partition and migration. Gandhi and Nehru passed a resolution. So after seeing this thing, see, it's not like that all Muslims, they went to Pakistan. It's not like that all Hindus, they came to India. Muslims are there in India also. So now what happened after this incident? It was understand, that's why constitution came into power there, existence there. So Gandhi and Nehru, they passed a resolution for the rights of minorities. Nehruji and Gandhiji, they came with a resolution, the right to minorities. What had never accepted two-nation theory, important for half mark. Two-nation theory was not accepted by INC. Gandhi believed that India is a land of many religions, India is a land of many races, India is a land of many languages. Hence we can say that India is a multilinguistic religious land. Okay, Gandhiji, he believed that India democratic secular state. He wanted India, whether now everything is done, everything India, Pakistan was created, it was separated. 14th August, Pakistan, 15th August, India. So now everything is done. Now he wanted India to be a democratic secular state. People, so that the people in India, whether Muslim, Hindu or any other religion, they can enjoy full rights, they can enjoy equal rights, they can enjoy equal rights and full rights irrespective of their religion. If they are Hindus, if they are Muslim, if they are Sikh or if they are Christian, everybody who are in India, it is their right to live as a democratic and secular state. They can enjoy their equal rights. Let's see next. So as I told you, Gandhiji, he wanted to give sympathy to the refugees, the people who lost their houses and they came to India. So now what happened there? Next topic is assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. On 15th August 1946, Gandhiji tried to bring peace at Rayot Noka, where it is in Bengal. 9th September 1946, 46 what happened? Gandhi ji, see this is happened 1947. उससे एक साल पहले क्या हुआ था? Gandhi ji he went to Delhi to try to calm the people from the fear. He tried to calm the people from the fear and anger, and also want to, he was very unhappy with the communal riots and want to try to calm the people from fear and anger. He did not want these riots there. He was very unhappy. He was not satisfied. He was not happy at that time. So he went to the places, north and west side, and he gave sympathy. He tried to bring peace. He tried the people to, motivated the people to be calm and bring peace in India. Some people annoyed. People, they did not like the Gandhiji to go out to help Muslims or to support Muslim or to give sympathy to Muslims. So some people, they did not like the way Gandhi goes to that area. So what happened? On 28th January 1948, unsuccessful attempt was made on Gandhiji. On 28th January, just on 28th January 1948, they have one attempt to assassinate Gandhiji, but it was not successful. It was failed. Then on 30th January, important day, 30th January 1948, Gandhiji was shot 3 bullets and assassinated by Hindu Mahasabha member Nathuram Godse. Okay, Hindu Mahasabha member Nathuram Godse. So now after, when the people came to know that Hindu Mahasabha member Nathuram Godse assassinated Gandhiji, many people, they were angry with Hindu Mahasabha. They don't want Hindu Mahasabha to continue there. Hence, what Hindu Mahasabha had done, he left all the political work and began to work for the cultural organization. So this was all about assassination of Mahatma Gandhi on 30th January. Last topic, integration of state. You know, India is a state of Raja Maharaja. India was ruled by many Nawabs, Rajas and Maharajas. There were 550 princely states, very, very important for Hafta. 550 princely states in India. These princely states enjoyed different levels of power, definitely. So what happened, these princely state, whether you take Nizam state, Travancore, Junagadh, okay, these princely state, they loved, in fact, they enjoyed their power. But what happened after that? Ordinary people, they did not want to continue the Zamindar, they did not want to continue the Zamindar to rule. Ordinary people, they did not want these ruler to continue. They want democratic government. They ordinary people, they work against here against the Zamindar. Ordinary people did not want to continue the Zamindar and they worked against Zamindar. Next, what happened? Peasants from Hyderabad and Travancore, they were against revolt arms, Zamindars. Okay, they don't want the Zamindars to continue the rule. They don't want the Nawab to continue the rule. They want to have a democracy in India. Many people, they demanded. So Congress asked all these princely states to join India. But Junagadh, Hyderabad, Travancore, they did not like it. They ignored. Other princely states, they accepted and they joined India. But these people, they did not want to join. In fact, they want to have a separate identity. So the work was given to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He went to different places. Nizam of Hyderabad, he went to Junagadh, he went to Travancore and explained the consequences, explained the situation, how they have to join the India. If they did not join India, they will be getting some severe force. They may have to face the force, military force of India. So what happened over here? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was in charge to join all princely states. On 15th August 1947, all states except Kashmir, Hyderabad and Junagadh, they joined. So there, you know what happened later? This Hyderabad, Kashmir, Junagadh, they also had joined India. But you know what happened that time? Indian government, they were ready for privy pursuit. Very important for 2 months. What is privy pursuit? See, when the land is taken from zamindars, when the land and property are taken from the or land or money taken from the Nawab, how they can survive if everything is taken by the Indian government? How can these people survive? They had a habit to live a luxurious life. Now, how it is possible? So government, they decided privy pursuit. What is this privy pursuit? Pensions given to princely state to meet their expenses. Pension given to princely state to meet their expenses. Hence, but in 1971, privy pursuit was abolished. बिकॉज ऑफ लैंड रिफॉर्म सिस्टम कंटिन्यूसली इंडियन गवर्नमेंट क्या करे उस टाइम पे प्राइवेट पर्सी बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सारा पैसा ये प्रिंसली स्टेट्स का जा रहा था. The result was people, they don't have common people, local people, they don't have money, they don't have food. So what happened here in 1971? This privy pursuit was abolished. So before winding up, let me have a conclusion. Let me start a work over here. One small homework I'll give you. Before that, let's see where are the princely state. As I told you, Junagadh. Some important things over here is Junagadh in a Gujarat side. Okay. In a Gujarat side, here is Junagadh. I cannot write over here. When you see this Gujarat part over here, okay, this part is Junagadh. Fine. Now, when we are coming to South India, here Kerala side, now it is Kerala. Earlier, this place was Travancore. Like how Hyderabad was under the rule of Nizam, Kerala was under the rule of Travancore. वहाँ का राजा था, राजपाट का नाम था Travancore. यहाँ पे जूनागढ़ एक था, Travancore. अब present Kerala. Then Hyderabad, it's in Telangana over here. Okay, if this is a Telangana, here is a Hyderabad state. So if you see this one, okay, this part you can see the point over here. This is Hyderabad and this is Travancore. This is Junagadh and Kashmir over here. This is Kashmir part. Earlier, this whole place was Kashmir. The whole place was Kashmir. Now what happened? Kashmir was divided. This part is Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. And here is Ladakh. So, where is Kashmir over here? It's here, Kashmir. Travancore, Hyderabad, Nizam, Junagadh, Kashmir. Few more important things are here. Northwest frontier. They may ask you to locate northwest frontier. So, when you see the top part of Jammu and Kashmir, here is north, you can see over here. Here is northwest frontier. Okay, one more is there, Balochistan and Sindh. Where is Balochistan? See, if you see this part over here, okay, and you see the Rajasthan part over here, a small hunk is there. Okay, just above this hunk is Sindh over here, where you can see my dot, Sindh. And above Sindh is Balochistan. So what we have studied today, we have seen different. So this is part is northwest frontier, Sindh and Balochistan. Okay, and this is Junagadh, Travancore, Hyderabad, Nizam, and this is Kashmir, and this is West Bengal. Now, one homework I want to give you, you can write what qualities do you like in Subhash Chandra Bose. See, you know who is Subhash Chandra? He's a former, he formed INA, Indian Navy, Army, okay? So what qualities do you like him? You can come with this answer. So I hope the concept is clear. So what we have studied today, we have seen how the war INC was very much worried. It was very much confused whether they should support to Britishers in World War II or they should not support the Britishers. And on this issue, Congress was split there. And we have seen how Conservative Party, Winston Churchill, he wanted to continue the rule. And we have seen Labour Party supported these people, Indians. And we have seen how Muslim League formed, Hindu Mahasabha formed, okay, and how Congress had INC tried to work. It worked very hard to bring Hindu and Muslim Muslim united, but things had not done properly. Then Pakistan resolution was passed, and direct action day where communal riots were spread all over India. It was started on 16th August in 1946, but in 1947 these riots were spread to overall India. And we have seen after this riot, we have seen how the Pakistan formed, and after that we have seen any possible alternative or not there, and we have seen assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, how Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated by Hindu Mahasabha member Nathuram Godse, okay, on 30th January. Okay, 30th January 1948, we have seen that. And after that, in princely state, integration of princely state, that all princely states all over India, princely states, they came, they united, and they formed big India. I hope the concept is clear to everyone over here, and hope to see you soon once again. With this, I want to conclude. Thank you. Jazakallah khaira. Allah Hafiz.